MGF Custom / Reviews.
What's going on, guys? It's Michael MGF, and today we're doing a review on the brand new LEGO Star Wars 2013 Clone Troopers vs. Droidekas set. The set number for this set is 75000. It has 124 pieces, and it is ages 6 through 12. Now, before I actually get on to the minifigures, I'm going to give you a look at the box. The box here is actually rather different when you compare the size of the box to the previous I guess you could consider this a battle pack, but this is kind of like, this is pretty much the battle pack, even though LEGO has ceased to actually call these battle packs. These are, I guess you can consider them battle packs, as they pretty much replace the, the actual battle packs. And as you can see, the size has been decreased, and the box is the, kind of like, this is pretty much what the size of these $10, $12 sets are going to be from here on out, I would assume, because LEGO has obviously been doing that frequently. A good example would be one of the more recent Hobbit sets with Bilbo Baggins and Gollum. You know, this is kind of like the size of the $12 set boxes, and I believe that this will definitely continue. And it's definitely not a bad improvement. But anyway, as you can see, you have all the basic info. You have the incredibly out-of-scale command center, mobile command center. You have the two Droidekas and the clone trooper on foot there, and you get, of course, the new Yoda design. And then on top here, we have the actual size reference there, and info, and then all the features on the back. And I will be showing you all these features. You get a nice action shot of the Droidekas on Geonosis. More info on the bottom. And I do apologize for the dent there, but you can thank Amazon for that one. But really nice packaging, and yeah, not much else to it. To start off, we have the Clone Trooper Sergeant, and this figure is easily the highlight of the set, not just because he's a sergeant, but just something about that gunmetal tint in his visor that really catches me. And if you take a good look at the helmet, you'll see just various details on the printing, and it's just really impressive and just so accurate. And it's just, I really appreciate it. LEGO has been paying so much attention to accuracy and recreating these characters in LEGO, but at the same time keeping these as much accuracy as they can. And what's really awesome about these new Phase 1 Clone Troopers is that we haven't had actual Phase 1 Clone Troopers based off of Attack of the Clones since when Attack of the Clones came out. So this is definitely really, really awesome. And you'll see his torso right there. That is the Attack of the Clones torso. I believe that is the same torso that was used in the Swamp Speeder. I might be mistaken, but either way, even if it does have a slight difference, as you'll see the 4 dots painted onto his right breastplate there. And then you also see that his arms are a olive color, just like the printing on his helmet. And you'll see that he does utilize some nice binoculars there. And binoculars, we've seen those before, but they are pretty sweet and definitely look great with the Clone Troopers. And you'll also see that the back printing is just really awesome as well. You can see the grenade back on his belt there. You know, there's just really a lot of detail. It looks great. And what's really, like I said, is really amazing is that how they made the Clone Trooper, these Phase 1 Clone Troopers, using the Clone Wars animated helmets, but yet they just ran a reprint on these helmets, and it just looks so much like the Clone Troopers from Attack of the Clones. And when you compare the live-action Phase 1 Clone Troopers to the actual Clone Wars Phase 1 Clone Troopers, it's a noticeable difference. So the fact that LEGO was able to utilize the same helmet but at the same time make it look like the Attack of the Clones Clone Troopers is just really amazing, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. And to give you one good look at the detail on the top of the helmet there, the olive stripe going up his fin does stop at about there, and it does not like go down the sides of the fin. And just a really awesome figure overall. And then of course what's really amazing is we get a new head. And this face is to represent the actual clone troopers in Attack of the Clones, and you can get a good look at what these what the face looked like if you watch the scene where all the clone troopers are on Camino in the cafeteria area. And you'll see, like, you can see that this face is definitely a great choice. I just personally think that they shouldn't have actually used teeth showing. I don't think that was necessary, but I definitely think it's a great face, and it's really awesome to see a clone trooper face represented inspired from live action. And to follow, we have the standard Phase 1 Clone Trooper, and pretty much this guy is exactly the same, except he does not feature all of the olive green markings as the Clone Trooper Sergeant does. And basically, like the Clone Trooper Sergeant, he has an enormous amount of detail. Like I said, how they took the animated Clone Trooper helmet and brought it over to the live-action concept of the Phase 1 Clone Trooper is just really incredible. And then the torso looks absolutely fantastic, along with the back, and the new face is pretty sweet as well. So, pretty much not much else to say, because there's really not much of a difference, aside from the fact that there is no olive green markings on this Clone Trooper, so really no need to repeat myself. So those are the minifigures, but before we go into the set, let's take a quick look at the instruction manual. The instruction manual is pretty thin, it's creased in the middle there. That's always annoying, but who cares? You got this picture, which LEGO is now adding to their instruction manuals, and then you get this piece. You get to see the awesome Phase 1 clones being assembled in a really bad digital photo. But anyway, you get to see the rest of the sets from the winter line, not including the Bark Speeder or the Echo Base or some other set I'm probably leaving out. Yeah, like I said in the previous review, there are 2 or 3 sets that have been left out in that little picture. But then you can see back here we get all kinds of little PNGs of all the new minifigures from the winter line. Once again, not including the minifigures from the Bark Speeder, Echo Base, or probably some other set that I'm forgetting. And but it's definitely really cool to see them all in different poses, and especially General Krell there, and all in the 501st Trooper, and it's pretty cool. And then you get this. There's some random code there. I'm not even sure if that's valid, because that is the same code that was from on the other instruction manual. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't really know much about it, but there is that. And yeah, not much else to the instruction book. So there you go. So now onto the actual set, but really quick, here are the extra pieces you get with this set. You get an extra tooth piece for the Droideka, a brown stud for the Droideka, a droid arm for the Droideka, a little gun piece for the Droideka, you get a blue stud for the command center's flick fire missile, and then you get an antenna for the Droideka. So really just extra pieces for the Droidekas here. And yeah, so that's really it with the extra pieces. And anyway, moving on here, we're going to go ahead and start with the actual Droidekas. So basically, these are the new design that LEGO has created for the Droidekas, and I mean, I almost feel like it's much small. It is much smaller than the original Droidekas, but I feel like this whole red piece right there just doesn't fit. I feel like there's something about it that I just don't like. Honestly, I think LEGO could have done a little bit better of a job with designing the Droideka. It's not honestly the best design, but I'm going to stop criticizing it, as it is very posable. You can pose this leg, that leg, this leg, and you can also bend the weapons or their cannons about they're pretty much really posable. They can go quite a ways. And you can see the antennas, which pretty much pose as their eyes. Those can bend, of course. Who doesn't know that antenna pieces can't bend, or can bend? What am I saying? Anyway, so yeah, you get 2 of these Droidekas actually, and yeah, so really no point of showing you the other one. But anyway, the actual mobile command center is really nice, but however, it is extremely out of scale, as this thing is probably about a quarter size of a Republic gunship, and LEGO has made it into a little bumper car with a flick fire missile, of course. And it's not exactly the most impressive design we've ever seen LEGO put into one of their sets, but I guess it poses as a pretty decent battle pack piece. And when I say battle pack piece, I mean this kind of, like I said, this set is almost like a battle pack. So really, this is like the vehicle you would get in what was originally a battle pack set. But as you can see, the Clone Trooper fits pretty easily in the seat there. It's not really a seat, you just kind of peg them in there, right there on those 2 studs. But here's a look at the control panel. We have seen that piece before, nothing new there. And you can see we do get some really nice dark red pieces. You get some nice dark red tiles, some nice light bluish gray curved pieces here. We get some nice dark bluish gray and light bluish gray flat pieces and tiles, and you get these flaps here. You know, we just get a nice variety of pieces, and you can really see that by just taking a quick glance at it. So if you get multiple of these, and later on sometime, maybe a year from now in the future, and you break these down for possibly your own creations, these are definitely good sets for that purpose. And you can see what's really awesome, and I really like that LEGO is doing now in some of their sets, is they're making storage for the accessories. And these accessories, these little holes here are meant to store their blasters. So you can take this clone trooper who is manning the mobile command center and take his blaster that he obviously can't use and peg it right into that little slot there, and it's not in your way anymore. And what's kind of cool about this is you see this flick fire missile, which is right there, is actually hidden until you unfold it and then fire it. And basically the way you fire it is like you know the way you fire a normal flick fire missile. You have the, you know, just try to, this is always fun for LEGO reviewers. No, no, damn it. I guess you can fold this up to help. Flick. Okay, that flew. Yeah, and then you pretty much just close this up, and I guess this poses, this piece right here poses as a sonar device, part of the mobile command center. At least that's what it looks like. That's what you would assume it is at first glance, and that's what I assume it is. But really not much else to it other than, I guess, the flaps are posable. Nothing really too insane there, but these flaps, they actually are supposed to be folded up like that, but look like birdie wings that way. Anyway, so that is pretty much it for the mobile command center. Like I said, not a whole lot to it, but this set is definitely a quick little builder set, I guess. It's just a really, it has a rather simple design, but the minifigures are definitely what makes this set what it is. And the mobile command center, since it's so out of scale and it's like I said, a bumper car, it's not exactly the ideal set that you'd want to get for a decently designed vehicle. If you want to get a decently designed vehicle, then obviously you'd go for something else like the Bark Speeder or the A-Wing. This set just wouldn't be where you go for that, because this set is obviously where you want to go to get some nice Droidekas and some pretty sweet Phase 1 clones. And that's really what this set serves as its purpose. So playability, I guess you could throw this little thing around, but it doesn't really have a whole lot besides the flick fire missile. And as you saw there, it's not exactly something you can just quickly turn around and flick. It's not, you know, playability-wise, this isn't the greatest set. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for all ages, but it's definitely, for collectors, a really nice desk buddy. And you can, you know, just put it on your desk and look at some pretty sweet Phase 1 clones as a battle on Geonosis. But let me grab that flick fire missile, put that right back in there. And it's kind of funny how LEGO designed this whole piece here to basically just hold the flick fire missile. You can tell that LEGO loves their flick fire missiles because they're willing to build a whole portion of the vehicle dedicated just to them. But like I said, I do definitely recommend this set, but for the figures, and those figures being the 2 clone troopers and the Droidekas. I guess you can consider the Droidekas minifigures, even though they're completely made out of pieces, but I'm going to consider them minifigures for now, even though I didn't actually show them in the 360s. But anyway, that is about it for this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if this video was informative to you and it gave you a nice clear look at the set, do leave this video a like, as I do definitely appreciate it, and it definitely helps me out quite a bit, and I'd love to hear your opinion. And yeah, so leave a comment below if you'd like. But other than that, I do look forward to continuing this streak of LEGO Star Wars 2013 reviews. And for those of you who have stuck around to the end, the next review will be on the Old Republic Trooper, or the Republic Troopers versus Sith Troopers Battle Pack. Battle Pack. I've got to stop calling them Battle Packs. These aren't really considered Battle Packs anymore, but it's going to take a while for me to get used to not calling them Battle Packs, considering we've called this size set a Battle Pack for like years now. But anyway, that's about it, guys, and I will see you later. Alright.
Bye!
Gosh damn it, I don't have the box. 2013 winter line of 2013 winter. I'm pretty sure it's not like for another year. GF, and today I'll be going to the... What the hell? GF, and today we'll be doing...